Hey guys, JamesMCD Reviews here, and welcome to another episode of the Cinematic Bucket List series. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, released in 1974, directed by Tobe Hooper. A group of teenagers all go vacationing in a deserted part of Texas, and after going to investigate an abandoned-looking house, they all get picked off by the crazy masked serial killer Leatherface. So I actually already watched this movie. My TV production teacher had hosted a movie night where we watched this. Me and my friends all went to go see it. And the first time that I watched it, I wasn't really too crazy about it. Like, I didn't think it was bad, but I wasn't like, because we had already heard all the stuff about, like, this is one of the most, like, controversial and banned movies of all time. This, is really gruesome and grotesque and stuff like that. And I don't know. The first time I watched it, I really didn't see, like, what was so special about it. I mean, it was definitely well shot. It looked really nice. I really loved the almost sort of documentary style of the whole thing. I love the way it was shot. I love the camera angles. I love some of the long takes and some of the silhouetted shots with the sunset. Those look really fucking good. But I mean, aside from that, I really didn't get what the whole appeal behind this movie was. Like, it was just like, it wasn't even as graphic as, like, people were telling me it was. I was like, what is even the point of this? But, as I've thought about it more and after watching it again recently, I've started to kind of warm up to it. And I definitely, I kind of get it now. Like, I definitely get it now. I don't think it's meant to be, like, super graphic. It's not meant to be like a Saw type of movie where it's like the blood and gore is like right in your face and you're being forced to watch it and you're super uncomfortable. Like, the uncomfortableness comes from almost what you don't see, and it's shot in a way where you can still feel the pain that all these, like, deaths are causing, especially the meat hook scene. I'm assuming if you're watching this, you guys have seen it, so I'm not going to spoil anything. Yeah, like, those types of scenes are still uncomfortable without having to show anything. And I mean, the film overall is pretty uncomfortable the way it is. Like, the set design, the amount of, like, bones and, like, rotting flesh everywhere, and just, like, the tone of the whole thing, like, the psychotic nature of Leatherface and the environment around him and stuff is still pretty unnerving. So yeah, I definitely have to say much better and much more effective the second time I watched it. Lesson number one: always watch a movie 2 times. The cast was fine. I mean, they didn't really offer much in terms of memorability. Like, they were kind of just there to get picked off and get killed and stuff. I kind of wish I had more, investment in them as characters. The final girl's performance, which I feel bad calling her the final girl, but so I'm going to look up what her name was. I think it was Marilyn Burns was the final girl. But yeah, her performance, especially in that last third, was fucking spectacular. That last third in general, like, again, that was one of those things where at first I didn't, like, get it. I thought it was just, like, really weird and awkward imagery just for the sake of being weird and awkward. But then, the more I thought about it and let it seep in, and the more I, like, when I went back and revisited it again, I was like, yeah, this is pretty, like, uncomfortable. And, like, these people are all obviously crazed lunatics. And especially when you read what went on behind the scenes, how these people were trapped in a blazing hot house and it's filled with rotting flesh and all this other stuff. Yeah, you definitely feel the sense that they were just trying to go for an uncomfortable feeling, and it definitely shines through. So yeah, apart from that, I don't really know what else to say. It's definitely not one of my favorites in terms of the horror movies and the slasher movies. But I have a greater level of respect for it than I did the first time I watched it. Yeah, I appreciate what it did. I like how it looks. I like the feel of the whole thing. And yeah, I really have come around to this movie after watching it a second time. So going to my ranking, I would have to give Texas Chainsaw Massacre a 4 out of 5. Let me know down in the comments if you guys have seen the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Let me know what your thoughts on it are. Would you like me to cover any of the sequels? I know I've said that for like every horror movie that I've covered this month so far, but if you guys want to see any of that stuff, let me know. I have one more big scripted retrospective style video coming next week about my all-time favorite horror movie series, and it's one that might surprise you. I don't know. I haven't really talked about it much on this channel, so the answer might end up surprising you. So look forward to that. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, ring the notification bell so you can stay up to date on what I'm posting. Follow me on all my social media, subscribe to my main channel. All that stuff will be in the description. Sorry. Thank you guys so much for watching, and see you later.